Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and I am the style coach. Today's video is all about unboxing my new sewing machine. I am so excited. I have been waiting to film this before I actually unbox it. So I'm just dying to get into this. But before we do that, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you here who have supported me along the way, because I am very happy to tell you that recently, in the last few days, I won an award for Solo Businesswoman of the Year. I'm absolutely thrilled and delighted, but I recognize all of you in that support as well and in the award. So thank you very much. It's now on to the national awards later in the year. So keep that support coming in through liking the videos, supporting this channel however you can, subscribing. Super thanks. Whatever you can do to support the channel, I always appreciate it more than you might know. But this is just recognition of that. So thank you very, very much. If you are new to this channel, my channel is all about personal style and increasing your confidence through personal style. And more recently, taking that style through to a new skill that I'm learning, which is sewing. And I am delighted to be working with Janome to deliver this video and to deliver more sewing content along the way as I learn. I'm only new to sewing. As I film this, it's mid-June. I started only in January. So if you're also a newbie to sewing, let's sew and grow together. I have a lot to learn and I'm looking forward to doing it on my new sewing machine. So from now on, I will be working with Janome on this machine. That's a 5270QDC. And this is the machine that I did an awful lot of research into. I know I put the question out there about what you thought about different machines. And after much research, it seemed like Janome was the go-to brand, the most reliable, just a workhorse of a machine to go with. So the machine I went with, 5270. Let's get into this. By the way, if you're enjoying the content here on YouTube, you might want to join me over on Instagram, thestylecoach.ie, where you'll see a little bit more of my daily life, my daily routine, what I get up to, a little bit about where I live. I think it's possibly a little bit more of a personal page if you're into that thing, and if you have any interest in it, you can join me there as well. Of course, I've got lots of online courses as well if you wish to work with me that way, or you can also work with me one-to-one, online or in person. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. This is just... this is like Christmas morning. So just right on top, we've got the instruction manual, the warranty. There's a DVD in there as well. Ooh, and a little diagram of all the stitches that are available. I can't wait to get into all of these. So there's letters and numbers, and that is something that I looked for when I was looking for a sewing machine, because I knew I wanted to kind of do maybe personalized gifts as well. So little names or dates and things like that. That was something I really wanted. So I believe there's something like 270 different stitches on this, and they're really pretty decorative stitches, letters, symbols. I mean, more than I'll probably ever use. And of course, buttonholes. That is something I need to have a go at, because I haven't even tried buttonholes yet. All right, the next thing you'll see here is the knee lift bar. And this is also something that I wanted in my machine, just for ease of not having to lift that presser foot up and down all the time. When you're working on projects, it can really kind of slow down a process. So this is going to be a great tool to have as well. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to put the box down now to lift the machine out. This is a hard cover, which is brilliant. Going to keep the dust off my machine, keep it nice and protected, and makes it easy for transporting as well. Lovely. Everything's so shiny and new. Oh, and look. We've got the extension table here for bigger projects. That is going to be really helpful, because at the moment I'm basically working on my kitchen table. So to have this to even out that larger surface is going to be absolutely great. You've also got measurements here in centimeters and in inches which is really helpful as well. We've got the plug, and my one of course has the 3-pin plug, which is suitable for Ireland and the UK. All the different accessories, I'm going to go through those in a little bit more detail in just a second. And also a walking foot, and this is something I'm really interested in giving a go. I've never used a walking foot before. As I said, you know, I'm very new to sewing, so this is going to be really interesting, but what a great accessory to have to give me more options as I grow with my sewing. And the machine itself. Can we just talk about the colour first of all? I love, you know me, I love a pop of colour. I mean, this is kind of like, matches my nail polish almost, the buttons. Oh, it's made for me. I appreciate a good looking machine, and this is a good looking machine. I love that pop of colour. It's a beautiful design, and it's not too heavy. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's about 8 or 9 kilos. So it's still weighty enough to be steady on a table, but not so much that you can't move around with it or go to classes if that's what you wish to do. There is a handle here, so it's easy to lift as well. So we've got the foot pedal, which is optional because you do have a start-stop button here if you prefer. I've heard of some people who like to work on the ground. So, you know, if that's you and you like to work on the ground, it's nice to have the option of using the start-stop button instead of the foot pedal. So when I was looking for a machine, there was a few non-negotiables for me, having played around at kind of a practice one that I had on lend from another person. I learned very quickly that I wanted the automatic thread cutter. So I'm thrilled. There's threads everywhere. I didn't realize. My friend's mom said to me, she says, I'm apologizing in advance for all the threads that are going to be around your house, when she lent me the machine. And she wasn't wrong. The threads are everywhere. So this is certainly going to help with that, the automatic thread cutter, just getting rid of those excess threads straight away. It's a top loading bobbin, which another non-negotiable for me, just to know when that bobbin runs out and you're not sewing away without knowing. I love the option of having the start stop button there if I don't want to use the pedal, and of course that locking stitch, the speed control. As fairly new sewist, having speed control is going to really help me get comfortable with faster speeds at my own pace. It's also got an automatic needle threader, which is incredibly helpful, and also a time saver. You know, when you just want to get into a project and you've got all these little things slowing you down, like cutting off threads and trying to thread a needle, to just kind of do those things really quickly and efficiently, was another thing that was just, you know, a must-have for me. Okay, so I'm just having a look. Before I plug the machine in, I just want to have a look into this bag and see what the accessories are. Oh, this is fantastic. So I've got a range of needles here, including a double needle. There's also lenses that you can attach to the machine here if you have maybe poor eyesight, or you just really want to get into that detail in your stitches. These are going to be really helpful, and they come at different strengths. Oh, and there's one more, and the attachment as well. So it's 20, 40 and 60 magnification. We've also got extra spool holders for that double needle, for those 2 spools of thread that you will need. A lint brush, invaluable for cleaning out your machine. We've got a few spool toppers. I'm not sure the official name of those, but to hold on your spools. And we've got a thread picker. You can never have too many of these. You always need one at hand, or at least I do anyway. We've got a little screwdriver to open up the machine for that cleaning moment. And we've got 1, 2, 3 extra bobbins. Oh, I think there's one in the machine as well, so that's 4 bobbins. We've got this little attachment that holds up that card that I showed you earlier with all the stitches and the numbers, so very helpful. Now we've got our presser feet. Now, my knowledge of presser feet certainly needs some work. So I might have to do some research. Oh, I've just seen in the instruction book, they have troubleshooting. That's going to come in really handy. So for skipped stitches, seam puckering, there's all sorts of suggestions about thread tension. That is going to be really helpful. This, I think, is a machine that's going to be great for beginners, but also somebody who's, you know, looking to expand their knowledge and grow. I think this machine is going to be fantastic for that. Okay, so in terms of presser feet, we've got a zigzag foot, which is labeled A, and that's already in the machine. We've got a zipper foot, a satin stitch foot, an over edge foot, an overcast foot, a blind hemming foot, and of course the buttonhole foot. I've never used one of these before, so I'm really excited to get going on that. So I think I'll just get this set up and at least switched on. I don't know if I'm going to get around to actually using it today. There's lots I have to get familiar with and lots to try out, but let's plug it in anyway. So I've just turned the machine on for the first time and the screen has illuminated here, and immediately it's telling me the bobbin needs to be loaded. So there's lots, it won't let me go any further, by the way, until I deal with that, which is very clever. But I'm going to have to get fully acquainted with this beautiful machine and play around with the stitches and get to know all the functions. I actually realized as I was setting up that there was actually quite a few extra, there's different presser feet in here as well, so there's actually even more to it than I realized. So I think I'll have to come back another day and give even more information, but you're going to see a lot more of things that I'm making. I'll have to think of a few more projects. So I'm definitely going to have to spend some more time getting acquainted with this machine. There is so much to learn. I heard somebody say, you know, go through the manual fully. And I don't know if I'm going to have the patience to do that, or just want to get stuck in. But certainly already I know the manual, from what I've seen about the troubleshooting, is going to be really helpful for me. So I will definitely take a closer look, and you will be seeing more of my projects, particularly the ones that are based around style. So, you know, knowing your body shape, knowing your colors is so invaluable for shopping for fabrics. And then knowing your body shape, designing something that actually works for your body shape. This is going to be such a super addition to my knowledge and to my skill set. So thanks again to Janome for the opportunity to partner and to work together, and I can't wait to see what this machine and myself are going to produce in the future. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any requests, do let me know, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Take care. Bye bye.